Hey guys, so today I want to talk a little bit about the leader buggy and also showing some gameplays. This is, as you probably can see on my channel, my first video, also my first One Piece video. I'm kind of like a big fan and I really enjoy to watch a lot of One Piece videos, especially from maybe Kadi Kaizukun and also BB Theory. But I feel like in general, they also trying to doing a lot of videos. Of course, I'm really happy that they like especially VV Theory posting like every day. But I feel like in general there are not so many videos about gameplays and also getting into the decks, and also sometimes you need to wait a long time because they cannot do videos about every deck, every second, every day. So I feel like maybe some cool thing to do some extra videos, maybe talk about some leaders they are not talking so much about them, and maybe also some leaders I have a lot of fun to play with, and maybe giving a different idea about it. And yeah, also you can maybe hear from my voice that I'm not a native English speaker, so I'm not from USA or from Great Britain, I'm from Germany. So I'm trying hard to talk about the things I have in mind, like my feelings about the deck as best as I can, about the cards, and give some ideas about the gameplay. I'm of course not a professional player. I'm not really really good, so I'm also trying to improve myself a little, and yeah, maybe have some fun playing with you together, give some ideas about different decks, and maybe I have the idea to here show the One Piece top decks. Maybe you know the site, maybe you don't know the site. I'll push my video to the right top. Maybe you know the site, maybe you don't know the site. It's like a really cool site where you can see the best list, the kind of winning decks so far, and we can watch maybe here like the buggy deck that I choose for today. Is like a really cool deck, or like a really cool list. I used to play a lot with it, especially in the last weeks, and I quite enjoy the list. But I feel like also the second one with the promo crocodile is also cool. Not quite sure because the crocodile is just placing a 2000 under the deck, so I feel like it's not quite strong. But also the 7000 and the double name is kind of cool, so would be maybe also a cool tech choice, but it has like no counter power, so yeah, I don't know. So I'm not so sure about some cards, also the searcher. So yeah, we will try to play with this kind of deck. As I said, I prepared some gameplay for us, so yeah, let's look at the deck list again. So yeah, as you can see, I'm playing a lot of cards as 4, especially like Pudding and Jozu are just some tech choices. I didn't really play Jozu a lot, so Pudding maybe sometimes comes up for a lot of hand size, obviously, but I feel like these two, and also the field center, oh no, the field card, I think, like, is it called in English? The stage, yeah, stage is the name. Is, yeah, probably the cards I'm playing the least. Obviously the 2Ks are kind of income for just blocking out and giving some 2Ks, and yeah, the block is really important in this deck. And otherwise, this card also is a lot of discard fodder, so you can just throw it for the leader skill. And yeah, I feel like that's all for the deck, so let's try to go into some gameplay. So here we're kind of playing against Foxy, and yeah, I forgot about canceling the bottom and the top, so I'm sorry for that, but I hope you can also still enjoy the video, and yeah, let's dive into it. So okay, he's going to go second, so we can go kind of first. Okay, it's kind of fast. I'm not even going in high speed because I'm kind of fast player. Maybe this is also a kind of bad thing about myself, that I'm sometimes maybe not taking the time to think about it. Sometimes I'm a little faster than I should be, and yeah, what we can see, like we started, which is usually really nice. You're trying to go first with Buggy, but the problem is like we don't have the one starter, so yeah, we can pass. But it's also nice that we have the Sanji's Pilaf, which we can use for drawing some extra cards, which is really important in Buggy to have some extra cards because you're always discarding. So yeah, also we don't have the Mr. 5, the other one, which is same as Mihawk, which you can on play, you're drawing 2 and discard 1, which is really nice to go +1 kind of. Especially you go even if you're using the leader ability, which you usually go minus if you're just playing, for example, the crocodile and the bones. But in general, to give an idea about the deck, for me, usually at the first game, kind of like, or at the first, not at the first game, at the starting hand, you want to have the promo Buggy, and you want to have the Draco Mihawk because you can play it or cheat it out at the turn 3. So when you have 5 done, when you're starting, what you want to usually do, start the game, you will cheat both of them out. Of course, you can switch it a little bit around, especially if you know you're playing against a deck which has 0, 3, and 4 cost. But yeah, usually you're trying to cheat them out. Otherwise, the other option would be the crocodile and the bones, which is really cool to have them both at the starting hand as well. So yeah, we took the first hit, no need to count that out. Also, we didn't even have a great counter power. Of course, we could have maybe pitched the Mr. 1, but I felt like maybe we can skip it. And yeah, here you can see we used the leader ability to cheat the promo Buggy out. Draw 2 cards from Draco Mihawk, discarded the bones because we actually really need so much of them. I usually like the other one a little more for the drawing power. But of course, for the power in general, the 7k 5 cost the bones is, yeah, kind of like a nice card. Also, we draw the stage, which is kind of nice. We can discard it later. I think we will maybe not play it. I'm not so sure. I tried to collect the games over the last week. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how the game went. So let's see. Okay, he's playing a blocker and Khalifa, which is kind of nice. And but for us, of course, kind of nice because they are not a really big threat, I would say. And yeah, we oh, I didn't really catch it. Did we block? Yeah, we blocked. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay, yeah, we thought for a second about using the 2k, but no need, we can just block. He also used all of his dons, so yeah, kinda easy. Also kinda sad for him that he couldn't play the Foxy, which is kinda like the win con for the leader itself. Okay, yeah, we used the 1k, and or not really, we just use 1 don for extra 1k. And yeah, we cheat out. This is usually our second best combo for playing the crocodile and the bones. And yeah, also we take the stage. It's kind of nice to have the stage. I mean, like, it costs 1 don, which is not so much, but you can always switch 2 cards, especially in Buggy. You're kind of bricking really easy. So yeah, it's like for a late game, usually it don't come up so much. Yeah, it's just nice to have at the beginning, especially if you don't know what to play in the first 2 rounds. So yeah. Okay, so he's playing the pickets. I'm not so sure. I don't think it will help him as much because we established already kind of like a big board. Our idea is to play now the 10 cost Buggy, which is really strong. Okay, he attacks with 9, and also, yeah, he's kind of like freezing our leader, which I'm not so sure about. Giving 3 dons for a leader freeze, but okay, on the other hand, he only has 2 lives, so maybe it's a good idea. Okay, he uses his yeah, he's using his event for attacking again. He can use the same amount, so of don he already has, so which is kind of strong. but we counter out of it. We already got 1 life, and I'm not a big fan of taking 2 lives in 1 round. So yeah, probably a good idea to counter out of the game, of the attack, of course. Okay, we got Sanji's Pilaf again, which is kind of nice, especially because we only need 5 Don for our leader ability, even if it's frozen. And yeah, we got our 2 extra cards, like the Pudding and the Jozu. It's like, this would be okay to play them. We could give the blocker back to hand, for example, but I feel like the second blocker is really nice, especially if we can attack then with the first blocker, because we don't have so much blocker in this deck. So it's like really nice if we can, yeah, if we can use the blocker and attack with the other one. Okay, 8 into the leader with the bones. It's like our strongest attack. I think it goes through for sure. This one he can maybe counter out. Yeah, he has a lot of cards in hands, and then we also think like, why not attacking with Mihawk again? He don't even have a strong character on field. Like, he can maybe make Khalifa or his leader into a stronger character and then freeze our half of our field. But I feel like it's not really a threat in the next turn. Like, maybe he can take out 1 or 2 characters, but yeah, we have also some 2Ks in hand and also 2 1Ks, and yeah, I feel like there's not much he can do. He's like in a really bad position. I'm not sure what he could play in this position to even come back to the game. I think he lost already in the in the second or third turn, I think, when he didn't really play the strong character. Of course, yeah, here we can see. The Sanji would be kind of nice. Also, the 3K is like really strong. She can play out another purple card from the Foxy Pirates. I think is or I'm not so sure how high the character can be, how much cost it can have. I think it can be a 5 cost. Yeah, I think a 5 cost it can play out, which is really strong. But obviously he didn't saw the Foxy Pirates, which is the Foxy card, which is kind of sad. So yeah, this is probably the biggest win con of Foxy. That's why he's also actually kind of good at the moment. He can especially fight strong against low attack characters. For example, like Doflamingo, he's really strong. So yeah, this was kind of like the first game. It was kind of simple. And let's go to the next one. So yeah, I prepared another one. Oh, this one is just I forgot to delete it. This is not a game I want to show. Yeah, this one. Black Purple Luffy, also kind of strong. Our starting hand is not bad, but also not good, I would say. Yeah, we mulligan and... Oh, we didn't mulligan, right? No, we kept it. Yeah, okay. And we used a 1 cost searcher, which is kind of nice. And there we got the promo buggy. And yeah, now in turn 3 we don't have much to do. Like, it's kind of sad if you nearly just have to skip all of your dons and don't establish anything on the board. But this is probably the hardest part of buggy. He's kind of like a mid-game leader. Like the first round and the second or the third round for him is kind of like you need to have the Sanji Pilaf and like the specific cards for it, and otherwise, like afterwards, like especially turn 5 and then turn 7 if you started, they're really strong. Like you can play like in 2 turns like nearly a full board, and then you can play the 10 cost buggy and KO something. Or not KOing, put it under the deck, even better. So yeah, really strong. So now we can play. We ditching the 10 cost, which we usually do, I would say, at the beginning. Sometimes sad if you don't have it, if you have like 4 characters at the board, because you need 5 cost. I think, I'm not sure if it's only have to be buggy characters or like cross guild, or it can be every 5 cost, but it's kind of cool if you can have the 10 cost on the field. and also bottom decking any card. It's really strong. You can choose whatever you want, especially against big characters. Really, really nice. Okay, so we played the other combo we have, which is also kind of strong, the Crocodile and Mr. One combo. Draw 2 cards, pitch the Jozu, because I saw like, yeah, Jozu can usually, I think he can give up to 6 cost back to hand, and usually Black Purple Luffy is not the biggest 6 cost or lower player, so probably would be a disadvantage if we give them back to hand. Yeah, here we let him kill the bones because he can attack again with Sanji. We get another promo buggy, which is kind of unlucky. Because usually you just want 1, and then otherwise you don't really need it again. Only if the deck is really like trying to fight against the buggy and KO or bottom deck it, then you need maybe a second one, but otherwise, because it has no counter power, it's usually not a need to use it. Okay, so here we can attack again into, yeah, what are you doing? Maybe attack into his character, into the Sorrow? Yeah. 7 into 5 is always a strong attack, and we also have 2 more dons for Buggy to attack also 7 again. So maybe he gives us some counters, and then we can attack again. We could have also tried to attack the Sanji, but I felt like he still have 5 cards in hands and he countered so hard out of Zorro, so probably he has some extra. And then we can use the 5 don to establish another Crocodile and Mr. One. I think maybe now we're playing the other Mr. One. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so we can draw another card of... Kind of sad that we didn't draw the Mihawk. Would be really nice, especially with the promo buggy. So we can cheat out both at the same time, just for 5 cost, which is really strong. I'm not so sure if he's playing 4 cost or lower again, but probably because he's like probably has some Moria. Could be that he is cheating them out again. Yeah, here we're using a 2 cost because the bones we wanted to keep for the buggy, for the promo buggy. If we don't get another cool card to cheat out for the leader ability or for the promo buggy, which is kind of nice to have the bones, because otherwise we cannot cheat anything out, and it's kind of cool to at least have the block on field, and also maybe for the big buggy later. Yeah, I'm thinking about countering this out, because we can with the 2/2 cost, which is kind of nice to have then 3 7 cost attack and also maybe a 9 cost next round, which would be really strong. And you only have 2 lives, so yeah, I think, yeah, there he is. So we can cheat them both together out, which is kind of nice. And yeah, we are attacking with 9 into 7 to get out the Sanji, which is kind of, yeah, it's kind of strong card. Also 7 is always not so cool to get attacked into it. Oh, and we attack with 5 and he takes the life, so this is kind of like a sign for us to go not all in, but we can attack on life, because we probably don't have too much counter power if he's not saving for 5. Because at this time when he's taking a 5 attack, maybe he wanted to have some cards. Here I maybe could have attacked with everything I had, but I was a little scared that on the drawback that when he has now some counters, and yeah, he got some counters, that he can yeah, clap us back in the next round. So yeah, we play it a little safer, use the promo buggy and cheat out the Mihawk, draw a card, and yeah, let's see what he has. He probably has another Luffy. The Secret Rare, which is kinda strong. He can draw a card, which, yeah, probably, I think, like, even if he has another one, it will be kinda hard maybe for him to push for game, but I think, yeah, he's trying to get another 2k. Oh no, he's taking a blocker, okay. Also not bad. Okay, dropping the Ice Age from hand. So what can he play? He still have some cost. Okay, he's trying hard to fix his hand and get some 2Ks, but he only can get a Sangoro. At least a 1K, but yeah, not too strong, especially if he's getting maybe 4 7K hits next round. Maybe 3 if he's yeah, probably trying to kill at least 1. Yeah, let's see what he's doing. He's thinking really hard. Okay, he's going 8 into 7, which is definitely not enough. We have 3K counters, so yeah, we can block because he can attack a 7K anyways. If we have the blocker or not doesn't matter for the next round, because we just need to get rid of the blocker. And yeah, then the Luffy can destroy one of our other 7 cost. We cannot block out of it. Okay, and it's also something to remember, because always for Buggy you always just need the 5 down for your leader ability to ditch something. So you can always count to, yeah, use the other 5 kind of freely, because it's really rare that you can play another the bones or something with the other 5. Usually you already have some characters on board, so you can just then attack kind of strong into him. Okay, we are playing the 11 into 5. Hopefully this gets his blocker kind of away. And now he has no blocker, so we can go kind of all in. For, oh, what are we doing? We're going for 10? 10 into 5? I'm not so sure, maybe 11 into 5 would have been a better idea, but I was also thinking about like attacking 2 times with 7, even if he can block out of it, because he has the Gum Gum Giant in the hand for drawing other cards. So it's like better to split, I feel like, across other cards to attack 7 and 7 and 7, so he always is losing an extra card. And yeah, he's doing it again, so he's drawing some extra card, and now we have the time to attack 2 times 7, which is really strong. So I feel like he probably cannot counter out of 2 times 7. He must have drawn 2 2K counters and 2 1K counters, which is a little, yeah, I think a little unlikely. Okay, and another 7. Yeah, okay, let's see what he has in hand. Yeah, he has another secret rare, the new Kaido, which is probably not the best into our matchup, but could be also strong if he had like an earlier blocker. The Moria would have been also nice if he had like a blocker in the trash, so he could have replayed it and then have also the 9K into the game. Yeah, he was maybe a little unlucky for what he was drawing, but I feel in general he was actually not playing that bad. He was actually kind of, yeah, on a good side, I would say. Yeah, was a little unlucky that we got our perfect curve, and this is what I think what makes Buggy really strong, to have the kind of 4 7 cost character on the field, and also the kind of block for every 3 and 4 cost. Okay, and then let's go into the next one. So yeah, here we're playing against Purple Luffy, which is a really strong character at the moment. Like yeah, I think one of the strongest, I would guess, in OP09. Oh, and we're also playing in OP09. Really enjoy the eastern side a little more than the west side. Also, that's why we can play the new Buggy, of course, because otherwise we couldn't have played it. But also, this is not OP10, the videos were made a little before OP10. Okay, so this time we need to go second, which is kind of sad. We have the perfect curve. We would have the Searcher, the Sanji's Pilaf for round 3, which is really cool. And also the Mihawk already, and also the Wonder Bones, which is kind of cool. And yeah, let's see. I don't know why the banner is not going away on the bottom. Let's wait a second and go a little back. Usually it should move away after a second or something, but it's kinda not moving. Okay, let's see, maybe we can move away. Yeah, no. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we both doing the search, like he and also for purple Luffy, it's really strong to go first also. Like we both fighting for the turn 1 and going first. Yeah, we're thinking about it, and yeah, we're pitching the bones because probably because of Sanji's Pilaf we can get maybe another one. Also he maybe is taking us next turn into life, so we may be drawing then another one, so there's still a little bit of time before we needed the bones and the crocodile for the turn, or what is it, 1, 2, 4, 6 for turn 6, yeah. Okay, he's playing Zoro and another searcher. What he's searching, a 2k, always not bad to have the Usopp. And Zoro kind of nice for ramping up more freely, and yeah, there we have the promo buggy, which is kind of nice, especially as you can see he has the Zoro. Like next turn he can attack us, but after that the Zoro is kind of useless, as he cannot use it for anything then. Also, he probably don't have so much removal, so our promo buggy will probably stick like glue on the field, which is kind of nice. Okay, what he's doing, yeah, we can just use the last don for attacking into life. He's blocking it with the Uta P was searching, and yeah, now he probably ramp alive, yeah, to go into 7, and then he's maybe playing the Luffy or the Sanji, probably not the Sanji. He's also ramping another one, which is kind of nice for him, so he still have the 7. We are thinking about taking it, or yeah, I think we're using the 2k. Because a 5 attack is not really worth it to take usually. Also we need to take another one, so yeah. I think 1-2k we can use for it. Obviously it would be better to have the 1k. Yeah, as I said, he's playing the Luffy Taro and the Sanji, really strong combo. It's a little bit like ours, like playing a 2k, like cheating out 1 with the buggy. So yeah, this is probably our turn now, cheating out the buggy, attacking with 6 into Zoro, and Mihawk then as well. Yeah, he's letting it go. I don't know if he already knows about the promo buggy, because it's not so common to play buggy, so I feel like in general not so many people know about the combo quite well at the moment. Yeah, it's not so common. Yeah, we can ditch the 10 cost probably. Oh, but we take the pudding, yeah, because he only has 5 lives. I mean, the 10 cost would be nice. We have won the bones, maybe for the, yeah, like in 2 turns, kind of, to drop it, or he's playing like maybe a big character, or we can just KO something, but at the moment we are not in a good position, like going turn 2, and then also, yeah, against Purple Ruffy. Yeah, it's like a really, really bad situation for us. Like we are a little under pressure, especially because he still has 3 lives, so he can ramp up if he wants, but I don't think he would do it probably. He can, yeah, probably play another big character, pushing us down. Yeah, we also don't have so much 1Ks, so we probably, yeah, I think this is a mistake I made. I think I will drop down to Mr. 1. Would have been good if I used the 2k for it, because the Mr. 1 is really helpful for the next turn, because otherwise we probably don't have any follow-up. I was thinking maybe about the Sanji Pilaf, like thinking about how nice we can maybe use it, and probably get the characters we want, but yeah, it's like as usual, you're hoping hard for getting the characters, then in the end you, yeah, don't get them, so. This was not a safe play, that was kind of risky. He's now searching for the Sanji, which is kind of strong. He can just tap down our blocker. So we are at the moment in a really bad position. Yeah, not much we can do in this situation, especially if we don't have kind of like our combos ready. We don't have the crocodile, we just pitch the bones, so it's not looking that strong. Or the Mr. One, I would say. Not, it's like also the bones, but the other one. And yeah, now he's starting to attack. He can draw a card. We definitely need to counter out this one because he's probably attacking another one. But I think he's still waiting for our blocker. And now he's probably pitching down. Is the 7 to no 6, right? Yeah. He was thinking. I was thinking about maybe he's playing down the Sanji, but yeah, I think the Sanji is a 7 cost. So yeah, maybe we need to wait a little. What will he play? Okay, he's playing a blocker, which is also kind of nice because the blocker is like a 6k as well, so not too bad. Yeah, now we need to use the Sanji Pilaf because otherwise we don't have any win con, and now we are kind of so sad about it. We could have played the combo with Crocodile and the Bones, but we definitely don't have any chance now because we don't get another one to cheat out. And now it's the question, like, what are we doing? Like, we can play the Jozu and maybe give him 6 cost back to hand. Maybe the blocker trying to go into life, but yeah, he can play the blocker next round anyways. Maybe another blocker as well. Maybe he would just go to 1 life. So fighting with him with 2 life, and yeah, how much he has? 7 cards in hand. Oh, it's really bad position at the moment. I think we are kind of ripped at this moment. So Buggy, also in general, like Buggy has the problem, like he is kind of a character. He needs to have his combos kind of on point, otherwise he's losing quite well. So we're thinking about now about dropping the 10 cost. Would be also cool. Dropping the 10 cost and giving maybe the Luffy Taro under the deck, but yeah, it's not helping us much either. So we just need to go into his board and try to clear something, but yeah, I think at this moment it's really hard to come back. Maybe he makes a mistake. You never know. Maybe we also think a little bit too early if we can keep our characters at this point. And we also still have 4 lives, so also 2 2Ks. It's not like we are in a ending position like with 1 card in hand and 1 life. But yeah, he can cheat probably faster big characters out than us. And could be next turn he can just attack maybe 9 and 7s all over again. Maybe 7, not 7 times, but maybe 5 times. And this will be kind of a problem. So now we're using our blocker. Maybe this was also a bad idea. Maybe we should have kept the blocker. But we also know that he has the Sanji, so he can tap down our blocker anyways. Yeah, so maybe it's a good idea to use the blocker to at least kill something from his board. But he was probably not sad about it. He can use the Sanji and then he don't need to give away his Law Searcher. I mean, it's just a 2k, but he can also use it for 5k attack. It's like an extra card out of hand or an extra life. So yeah, let's see now what he's doing. He's thinking kinda hard. Maybe we can give the speed a little more faster. Especially for the... And now he's attacking with 5k, okay. We can use the Jozu for it. We probably won't play it out at the moment anyways. He has too many extra cards, especially if he kills now our Mihawk. Oh, why he wrote, oops. This is also another thing, like he wrote in the chat, oops, because he just gave the Zoro to Don, and he wanted to probably attack into our Mihawk, and then he realized that he cannot attack with 4 and 3 cost. So as I said, it's kind of common that people forget about it. Yeah, so now we need to use both of our 2Ks. Maybe we didn't need to use them. Maybe it would have been good if we kept them in hand, but otherwise, like, yeah, we actually really need the 7Ks on our board. So yeah, it's like a hope to keep them. But he can now attack with 7 into our 7. So maybe we can use another 1K. Yeah, I'm already preparing to block out of it. Or to counter out of it. So let's see. Okay, he's tapping down our searcher and attack with law. So yeah, he can take another one out of our hand and now out of our board. And so now, yeah, we're in a really bad position. Now we get another Mr. Crocodile. Yeah, it's kind of sad. So let's go back to the last second. A little more and we surrendered at this point. Yeah, he had too much in his hand. He had too much on the field. Like, we probably cannot counter out of it. I mean, we countered out for our Mihawk, but we needed to play at least like two 7Ks out of the hand. And also he still had another Sanji to tap down our blocker and then clear our board. It would be like, yeah, maybe we surrendered a little too early, and we could have tried to play longer. But at this point, I felt like we don't have any chance at this game anymore. He was just too far ahead. Okay, and then we have another one. Let's see what this is against Robin. Also kind of cool play. So let's see, how fast are we? We go 1.5. So for the first games I was just 1 speed, but I think like maybe 1.5 is a little better. As I said, I play a little fast, but the video is already at 36 minutes, so kind of long. So yeah, maybe I'm trying to get a little faster. Okay, for first round we couldn't do anything. Our third turn, attacking with 3 and 2 life. We don't have Sanji Pilaf. He gave us some 2Ks. And dropping some cards from his hand. Okay, he's trying to banish our top card, which is kind of like the strong point about Robin. And ramping a Don. But yeah, we give it up because we don't have 2Ks and I don't want to give him 3 cards. Okay, he's playing a blocker. We go into live before we're playing out the combo, which is usually a good idea. And at this point you can see we don't have the Mihawk. So yeah, and also Robin is not known for playing so much 4 and 3 cost, at least not for attacking, maybe for blocking. So I feel like, yeah, we can play down now our Crocodile combo, getting some 2 and 6K on the board, drawing a card in hope of getting Mihawk. But we get another the Bones, which is also nice. So we can attack again. Okay, he's taking one of our lives with Robin. Also really strong card. If we have 3 or less, 3 or more lives, he can take 1 life and trash it. Okay, he's trying to trash another card of our life, but we counter out of it. I think that would have been too much, and there's our Mihawk. Yeah, so now we can make 2-7 and 1-6 for attacking, which is kind of cool. We start with the lowest attack, always start with the lowest attack into life. Maybe he's taking it, especially he only has 3 cards in hand, he probably has to take it. Let's see, yeah, he's taking it, nice. Now in another 7. Or the first 7 before we attack with another 7. Or we can use 8, right? Yeah, 8. Which also kind of good. He's giving us the counter event. Also nice. Now we're using the leader ability. I don't know, we could have attacked first, but I felt like at this moment I don't want to forget about it. Drawing a card, which is also nice. Because we need to throw 1 away for the leader ability. Also I thought like the blocker is maybe a little bit more safe, and now with 8 into life, okay. He's using the blocker, we take the blocker for sure. Next round we have a lot of strong characters. Oh, he can tap down now our blocker. But I think with 3,000 counter power, 3k, he can probably not kill our blocker. Maybe he's trying our Da Bones. I'm not so sure. Maybe he's trying it. He's thinking really hard if you want to maybe going also in live. I don't know. Okay. So now we can counter. We have too much 7Ks on the board, and also our leader is free and he has no blocker. So we need to keep this 4. And we can probably kill him next round if we have, yeah. How much we have? 2, 5, 6, 7. Next round we have 9 done. So yeah. And he's keeping 1 up. He probably has an event. Maybe Gum Gum Giant. I don't know. Yeah, but we cannot counter sadly out of the 3rd one. So we need to let it go. And now hoping that he don't have too much trigger. Are we going for the board? Oh, it's kind of risky. Maybe going for the board, clear the board, because he don't have much cards. If we attacking now into life, he's getting the blocker, maybe the 3 cost, and this would be really unlucky for us. And so we can clear his strong characters. He attacked with every of them. The other one have like the other Robin, the mom of Nico Robin. She only has 0 attack. Ah yeah, there he has it. He can draw a card, he can play out a character. Some nice trigger for him. And let's see what he can play. Maybe he has the secret rare Luffy, or he could also maybe have the ace. I don't know. And getting alive or Yamato. I don't know what build he's playing, but the Luffy shines to be a really strong card for him. Okay, we need to give it away. So now we were before we were in a really good position, and at the moment we are kind of in a bad position. So yeah, it's not looking that good for us. We need a strong card now. We need a Draco Mihawk for maybe drawing also another one, or we need to the buggy actually not that bad, also not that good. We can try to attack for life. And hoping that because he didn't left the dawn open, so he cannot use an event probably, like Gum Gum Giant or something. So yeah, this could be really strong for us. Yeah, this was a massive mistake. He just tried to counter out, but he couldn't. And also, I don't know why he took the, let's go back for a second. I don't know why he gave the 1 dawn to Frankie. He could have just attacked with 5 into life. Yeah, this was, I don't know, a little bit underwhelming the end. But I think anyways, he would have had a problem maybe countering out of our attacks, or I'm not so sure. Would have been hard for him. We could also use the, if we took the 1 life, then he would probably lost, even if he used the Gum Gum Giant and draw out of it. But if he could have countered out of our first attack, then we probably have played the buggy tank cost and put the Luffy under deck. Okay. Anyways, another win for buggy, and I think we have another one. And we also make sure that it goes a little faster. So okay, you want to go first? Sure. Okay, like this. Going a little bit more closer. He has the Searcher Nami. We don't have a Searcher or the Sanji Pilaf, but this time we have the stage, which is kind of nice. We can always switch a little around, but at the moment we nearly have all of the cards we want. We have the promo, we have the Draco Mihawk and the Crocodile. We just needed the bones and we are kind of fine for the next 3 rounds on cards, I would guess. Okay, he's using another Searcher. Okay. Yeah, we maybe counter out. We maybe could have taken it. There's no wrong or right in this situation, I think, but the problem is we still have 5 lives, and he's like a really pushy character, the Sanji, so, or the pushy leader. So I feel like, yeah, it's like better maybe to counter sometimes the easy hits out, because when he plays the 6 or 7 cost, then usually it's too late for just countering out with 1k. It may be better to take the life, because he will go for life anyways. Okay, he's playing a 3 cost. This is really cool for us. Of course, he can attack in life now, so we maybe need to take a hit this turn and take from life, but it doesn't matter. We still have 5 lives, which is kind of nice. Kind of strong Zoro card. For 1 Don, he getting another 1000, and Sanji can make it. Oh yeah, and the leader ability of Sanji is to have gain rush. If you didn't notice it until this point, the rush is kinda the win con of this deck. Playing big characters without an on-play effect, they need to don't have an on-play effect, and then yeah, you can give them rush. Okay, so we're playing the promo Buggy, our favorite card, especially when he has a 3 cost on field. And it's probably a character which plays a lot of 3 cost. And yeah, we can end around. It would have been better if we attacked with a 6, but he took the life anyways, so it doesn't matter. Maybe he's thinking now, or he has an event or something. I don't think so that he's thinking like this, but maybe. I don't know if there's a 1 cost counter blue event. Probably not. Or maybe some for Nami also. Maybe there's a blue counter event, but probably not so common in Buggy. Okay, now he's doing a massive mistake. He's playing another 3000. That's why I'm showing the Buggy now again, because I feel like, what is he doing? And he didn't know. He's giving both of them a Don. So that is probably the point where he's losing. So always make sure to read what the opponent's cards are, especially if they're just kind of, I don't know, like sitting around there. I mean, the Buggy has a kind of like a long text on it, so maybe a little to read, but he's now waiting for a long time because he's kind of confused, like why he cannot attack. He's probably really confused, but now he saw his mistake. Yeah, we can use our blocker because he cannot attack anyways, and now he wasted 5 Don for nothing. This is really sad for him. We use our searcher. We're really trying to find a crocodile. We don't find a crocodile, so yeah, we maybe just played the bones without the Buggy because we already have one on field, and so we don't have to throw 1 card away from our field, from our hand. Okay, he's taking the life. It's an event, so he gets 1000k. No, 1k, not 1000k. He's taking 1k extra for his leader. Okay, 7 into life. We're using the blocker because we don't really fear at the moment with 2ks. Yeah, and we're just playing the bones out freely without our leader ability. Sometimes also kind of nice, so we don't have to throw a card away from our hand, because otherwise we needed to give a 2k away. Okay, now he's playing a strong card. Big Ruffy. And he also has banished, so if he goes for life, this would have been kinda sad. But really nice for us, we have 2 2ks, using them directly because he has no blocker. We can finish this turn here and now. Yeah, and he has no chance. So let's see what he has. We would get it a bones, Mr. 5, okay, Mr. 1. Would have been also not bad, our next hits. Also the Sanji Pilaf here is really nice if we could have drawn 2 cards from the trigger. Yeah, but he has like a lot of events and yeah, a lot of 3 cost and 1 5 cost. Okay, he could have used the 5 cost in the other turn before, but otherwise his hands is really not looking that strong for him for finishing, yeah, especially against our 7ks. Okay, anyways, Sanji really strong character. If you don't take care of it, and especially with Buggy, if you don't draw the right cards, could be that you get a massive problem against this guy. Okay, and then we have, I think, yeah, it's the last game against Uta. Okay, we mulligan. We're trying to get our win con again. We sadly didn't get anything. At least we get a searcher now on turn 3. We can get the crocodile, which is really nice, so we can go a little bit more aggressive, going directly into life with the other 2 dons. And yeah, for him, no need not to take them. Especially for green, it's also kind of common to take the life. He's drawing a card. The backlight to KO 5 cost, which is kind of sad that our Mr. Bones are both 5 costs, because that's why they're usually kind of easy to get rid of. Usually the 6 cost is a little higher for a lot of KOing effects. Okay, he's sheeting out Zoro and with the Mihawk and passing the turn. We took the life. Now we're playing our buggy, and here you can see kind of like a different strategy. You can use the buggy, and if you don't have the Mihawk, you can use the Bones. But you cannot use the Mr. 1, because the Mr. 1 is kind of like an old card. It's not a Baroque worker, and not a cross guild, it's a Baroque worker. And this one is a Baroque and cross guild. So with the promo buggy, you can only cheat out cross guild and not Baroque worker. Okay. So he's tapping down our the Bones. Probably he wanna kill it now with the Uta, but we can not let it go. Also we have a 1k free, so yeah, now it's a sad position. We should have used, it's kind of hard decision if we should have used the crocodile beforehand, because he has a 4k and a 3k on field, and you know, like, our promo buggy is blocking them, so it's really nice that he has 2 characters now on field that he cannot use, which is really nice for us. Okay, he's going into our life. We going into his life, and he's blocking really strong. We're using the crocodile and the Bones, the Mr. 1, drawing 1 card, which is also nice. The buggy. If we can keep our 5 costs and higher at the field, he probably has a problem next turn. We can maybe play then our buggy 10 cost for bottom decking one of his cards, if he's playing a big one now. But I'm not so sure. He used the Searcher for drawing Shanks, but he only has 8 dons, so he cannot play the Shanks. Also, maybe the Shanks is not the best idea at the moment. Yeah, we need to let go the Bones, so we cannot play the 10 cost buggy next turn, which is kind of sad. Okay, we have a Searcher, which is always nice. But we will probably go for life, I think. Yeah, attacking with 5 directly. Let's see, he giving the 1k, 6 into life. He's giving a 2k, 7 into life. He needs to take it. Okay, this was too much attacks. Now we can attack. It's 5 into life. He's giving us another 2k, so he lost a lot of cards this round, which is really nice for us. We can give away the pudding because he has kind of like a low hand size, especially if we would attack next round. We get the blocker. He's getting the Searcher for Gordon blocker, also not bad. He's trying to get rid at least one of our board cards. I think at this situation I'm also a little confused, like, why he played the Nami. I mean, like, he can search for it. Maybe he's searching for a special card because he used the Searcher again and again, but also Uta can draw a card for turn. So I was a little confused last turn also about the Nami. Okay, now he's using the Shanks for KOing one of our cards, but he don't have any blockers, so we only have 3 attacks, or maybe 4 if we're using the Mr. 2. And now he's surrendering. He's giving up the game. Let's see what he had. He had a backlight, a Shanks. Yeah, the problem was he didn't play any blocker. Like, it was nice for him to get rid of our 1/7 cost, which is also kind of important, but he didn't have any blocker. As I think the Nami should have been a blocker. I mean, he didn't had any block. Oh, the 7 cost Ruffy would have been also a good idea. And then maybe cheat out something. I don't know if you can cheat out the Gordon with the Ruffy. Maybe he took the Gordon from the Nami. Oh, I'm not sure. But I feel like he, yeah, didn't had enough protection at this point. And yeah, probably next round would have been his end anyway. So yeah, it's like he was in a tough situation. We had a really good curve in this round as well, and he didn't have the pressure, and also was kind of unlucky to play the 4 and the 3 cost first, which would have been a really strong combo, because then he could have also always attacked with like low hits and taking some life of us, which also is kind of like a problem for Buggy. Small attacks, like he has only 1 blocker and 7k. So if you're attacking with 4 cards with 5,000 or 6,000, you're always taking cards off his hand. And Buggy is also struggling a little with his draw power. So yeah, I feel like this would have been a really strong play against him. So that's why it's nice we have the promo Buggy on field, and he couldn't remove it. So yeah, kinda unlucky for him in this situation. So this was the last video. It was only 6, I think. So the other one was just a mistake. I just forgot to delete it. It was, yeah, as I showed for a second against Katakuri, and he just skipped the game. So kind of sad, okay. But anyways, I think 6 games is also enough. We have here our deck list again. I feel like it's kind of like a cool deck list. I'm sometimes thinking about switching the Jozu to something like a 2K, because I really never used the Jozu, I think. It's really uncommon to play the Jozu. Could been also 2 extra puddings, because she's like maybe a stronger card. But also, which mistake I also did at one point, pudding as a 4 cost. So if you have your Buggy on field, and usually it sticks there forever, it's like really rare that somebody really removes it. Is like the pudding is the card which is then really just there for the on-play effect, just for returning the hand to the deck and drawing new cards, and don't have any attacking power, which is then also kind of useless, I would guess. Yeah, so maybe I was thinking about taking this out for 2K, and I'm not so sure about Buggy. It's like really cool card, and if it comes up, it's really strong. Like a 12k, removing 1 card from the field, and doesn't matter what cost one, what attacking power, can remove anything. And yeah, then the 12k in general, but it don't have any counter. Maybe going down to 3 is maybe also enough, because it doesn't come up so much. It's like also usually you have at turn, what is it, 3 or turn 7, you usually have 3 5 cost on field, and maybe 1 cost from early game, like the Mr. 3. But yeah, it's not so common and kind of rare that you have all 4 5 cost or higher on the field. And I think you need, yeah, you just need to control 5 characters with a cost of 5 or more, and he counts then as a 5 or more as well if you play him out. Otherwise he goes to the bottom of the deck. So you can use it also kind of like a Red Hawk, but it's also kind of expensive, because you need to also, for the leader ability, throw 1 card away from your hand. So you're losing 1 card and 5 done for removal. Could be fair. Sometimes I used it, but it's not that often, I would say. Yeah, so anyways, this was, yeah, kind of like my first approach to Buggy, my first video in general. I hope you had some fun. It was kind of long. Maybe I'm trying to keep the next one a little bit more tight. Maybe using the 1.5 or the 2 times speed, and not talking so much about the different characters and leaders, but I feel like it's sometimes also needed. I skipped a little also, which I wanted to say, but yeah, the video is already kind of like an hour long. So yeah, anyways, I hope you have some fun, or you had some fun with the video, and get some ideas about Buggy. Maybe you can play it a little bit more as well, and hopefully it gets some good representation at the top deck of One Piece also. Then thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.